GM, I had to restart my computer at the very last second. So a couple minutes late, I apologize. But it means it's perfect timing. For UDFA 2, waiting for 9. If anyone wants to hop on in. The water's fine. Appreciate all of you so much. Good morning to you, Mr. Binninger. First, indeed. Thanks so much for hanging out. And yes, Chris, I'm sorry. Second to Binninger again, but it's okay. There is no shame. And, we're not taking attendance. So you are good. Gunnar Ross, GM to you. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. We're down to waiting for 2. You want to get in, now's your chance. Goods, you were not first. But you know what? First in the big board. And I'd argue maybe that's slightly more honorable than first on this Thursday, April 16th UDFA stream. I'd appreciate you so much, good bird enthusiast. Good morning to you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We're fired up in this draft. We're off and running. Appreciate you, bird enthusiast. Danny, GM to you. Hope your day is going off well. Chris, noting to Goods, you get to claim first in pre-draft for another 8.5 months. I know. And then we'll see if he's able to defend his crown. We know he was in the streets. Appreciate you, Chris. There, hey, Gep. I know, Goods. It's you will always be the 2025 big board champ in our hearts. Hey, who, hey, sup, fam, GM to you, who. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Let's see who got in here. Sweet Leaf. We know Sweet Leaf is in here. Some say we would not have a UDFA if it was not for Sweet Leaf just hounding everyone to fill their rooms. Polo Fresh, not Polio Fresh. Polo Fresh in here, aka Mr. Tex. Appreciate you. Bird enthusiast at the 5. Mr. Binninger at the 10. All right. We're off and running. This wraps up my UDFAs. I got 1 of 65 101s. Oh my gosh. We'll take Gibbs at the 3. Yeah, I personally think that there's something wrong with the RNG for your draft slot. It really feels like you just get these big clumps of being stuck in a range. So I don't know, man. They say it's fine, but it's just been weird. There's been just weird, massive, like I forget. I've definitely had tournaments where I've had no like 1.1s, and I've done 75 drafts and I've had like 1, and it's just like, and sometimes these are in like the 6-person drafts. It's like it just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Anyway, one day maybe the truth will come out. Down Chad Mendesley. Yeah, thanks. I'm glad I'm associated with that. Maybe I'll have better luck in the UDFA 3. You got to think so. And you got to think they'll give us UDFA 3. Maybe not if we keep complaining about the RNG, though. So I'll keep my mouth shut. GM dudes. Hey, GM2, Greg. I hope your morning is starting off well. Appreciate you so much coming in, hanging out. Sounds like the Finns might be serious about A-Chain staying. GM came out yesterday, again reiterated he's not for trade, but also said they want to extend him. So I think if they do actually extend him, then that takes the likelihood of trading down to near 0. But again, GMs will say a guy's not for trade, because if they say someone's for trade, then that can tank the trade value you get. But I would like to think if some team came along offering a first-round pick for him, being that our team is at least a couple years away from going anywhere, we would consider it. Joel says, GM to you, Joel. Appreciate you so much for coming in, hanging out. Greg says, don't like the price he's demanding. Trade him for picks. Get Fano. Yeah, I mean, the thing is he is still young, right? He's 24, A-Chain. So, he's going to be a high mileage 24. But, yeah. Sneeze. Oh my God. I don't sneeze very often on stream. That was new. Didn't even have time to hit the mute. Dear God. Couple picks. I didn't mean a couple. I didn't think I said a couple firsts. That's like 30 in RB years. Yeah. He's again a high mileage 24. But he's been pretty healthy for not the biggest back in the world. He's so far been pretty steady for us. Oh, a couple years. Well, hold on. Let me make my pick. Things can turn around quickly in the NFL. Like if Malik Willis is actually good, like having a quarterback is literally half the battle. And contending is the wrong word. Like we're not going to be like Super Bowl ready, but we certainly could be a playoff team. Let's take Rashee Rice. I think he's the most upside in this range. Bad management persists. Well, we finally got rid of Greer. The GM is finally gone, and he'd been there for like 20 years. So, yeah, I don't know. We do have an owner willing to spend money. He's just really bad at it, but maybe maybe things will get better. That's actually on the Dolphins team crest. Maybe things will get better. All right, so there goes Neek. Gosh, I really don't like Pickens. I have like no Pickens. Let's take. You know what? It's my team. I'm going to take Josh Allen. I'm going to take Josh Allen. Forget what the kick says. Half-hearted teardown is frustrating. Yeah, I guess it just depends what we're getting for A-Chain. Again, I don't agree with I don't think it's like the NBA where you really can just tank to 0 and have a team that's just like completely terrible. Because I think in the NFL you get a tipping point to where you're so bad you can't even like run real plays. Like you got to see what you've got to some degree. We're going to be plenty bad. But I think if we completely get rid of absolutely everything, it's going to be so dismal. It's like you won't even be able to evaluate the team. And it's in the NFL, there's like salary minimums. You can't just like spend $0. So it's like, well, we got to put something competitive out there. And again, he is young enough to where, he could still have relevance in 3-4 years. So I'm not like, a 27-year-old running back is not quite over the hill if we are actually, in a window 3 years from now. But I just go back to you don't want the team to be so bad that we have no idea, how Willis is because we have no run game. The line is bad and he has no one to throw to. Then you're just no better than you were. You just have a bunch of draft picks and like nothing. So I'm trusting the plan, which I probably shouldn't as a Dolphins fan because there's never really been a very good plan. All right, let's check in on the friends and family. Polo Fresh, he's going full wide receivers. Chase, London, Nico, Sweetleaf here. Bijan, Bowers, Etienne. Bird Enthusiast, Puka McBride. Jacobs, Mr. Vinegar, Jefferson, A-Chain, and T. Higgins. If anyone else is in here, let me know. S. Thurmond 13. Very interesting username. I don't know if this is Strom Thurmond. I hope not. Maybe this guy's just named Thurmond, but that's an interesting choice. An interesting choice of username. I'll leave it there. Not necessarily what I'd want to put out. All right. We're coming back up. We got Gibbs, Rice, and Allen. I think in the ideal world, I would love Loveland, but we'll see. If we don't get that, we will be okay. We'll figure it out. Can't remember if Bird Enthusiast is also a big Loveland guy. We'll find out here, I suppose. We are not big Bucky Irving people. We will say that. I would rather just not deal with that mess. Bird Enthusiast takes Evan. So hopefully we get Loveland here. I'd be pretty happy with that, especially because we passed Bowers when we took Rice. So it's a little bit of a 2v2 kind of situation. If we took a receiver there, it would be something like Waddle and Bowers versus Rice and Loveland. And I think that's worthy of debate. S. Thurmond is Spencer. He's a big baseball drafter. Does football too. Okay. So he's just Spencer. Okay. So he's Spencer. All right. That's better than what I thought. But That's also a very old reference now at this point. Love the start. Hey, RM Covers, appreciate you coming in, hanging out. I am very glad you. I'm very glad you like the start today. I like this start too. I'm pretty darn light on Travion. I was gonna say maybe I'd take him there. Do I love DJ Moore? No. He's sitting here at the top of the ADP chart. We have a Josh Allen team. I'll do it. I'll do it here. So we'll go Allen, Gibbs, Rice, DJ Moore, Colston, Loveland. I don't think Moore is very good, but I've come around to the idea that a full fade on Buffalo's likely wide receiver one is probably just terrible. All right. All right, let's see. Yeah, Strom Thurmond, he had a child fathering a child in the 80s, like when he was 80 years old. He was in the Senate for like 1,000 years. Boys can swim, dear God. Yeah. Dear God. All right, so we do get DJ Moore on the team. By the way, everyone. I know I always say you guys should sub to the Toxic Tower, but if you're a member of the Toxic Tower, guess what? I'm going to be on their members only stream tonight. So I will be appearing 8 p.m. Eastern time on the Toxic Tower members only stream with PPR Tyler, BBG, and Emo Cowboy. So you'll see a rare evening stream. And, I know those guys will try to, to try to give a different side of yours truly. So we'll see how we go. But I mean, this kind of is the side that that's out there. So we'll see. But I'm very excited to go on the show with them. So if you're tuned into the Toxic Tower, you will see me there. He was in his 90s when he said that, and still in the Senate. Yeah. No, he was in there for 50 some odd years or something absolutely crazy. All right, so we've got a pretty balanced start so far. Nobody's doing anything too unique. One kind of anchor RB with Omari and Hampton from this King Spice drafter. Otherwise, man, this is very, very balanced. Very balanced board, especially considering this is a UDFA too. Even with this being a $2 draft, we're still not getting people going so far afield. We'll see. Maybe our next draft we'll try to do something fun. I thought about doing a true zero RB team for the first draft, but we got Gibbs at 3 and didn't want to pass that up. All right, Daniels goes at pick 60 to the not McLaurin drafter in this case. Burrow goes to the Higgins drafter here at 34. So not a true integrity protection situation this time, seeing Burrow go at 63. For us at pick 70, we'll see if we get one of these Colts guys. We'll see I'm curious if the sidekick wants us to take Hurts again, if Harvey and Ramondre go. Very interested to see. It would be, wow, I'd put Hurts at the top. It is very hard for me to get there. I just can't do it. I don't think I could take second quarterback over Hubbard or Ramondre or Pierce here, but we'll see. We'll see what Dan the Cannon does. He takes Warren. I'm a big Alec Pierce truther. I'm just going to grab him. If I did take another quarterback, if Caleb came back to me, I would consider that. But I think, no, neither Burden nor Odunze is after me. So who knows? Maybe we'll go double elite quarterback here. I don't know. But I don't think I'd take Caleb over Hurts even with Loveland. I think the ceiling on Hurts is notably higher. Tough choice here. Tough choice. I mean, Hurts goes. Let's do it. All right, let's make it a little more difficult in the room. I'm gonna do it. Forget Ramondre and Chuba. We'll figure it out. Guys. All right, we got Allen paired with Moore. We got Caleb paired with Loveland, and then we got Gibbs, Rashee Rice, and Alec Pierce. So we'll see. See if we can't land the plane. As a North Carolina, I blame South Carolina. Yeah, there we go. Sweetleaf says, are you meeting up with Nez for Primanti sandwich in an Iron City? I have heard that Nez will be nowhere near Pittsburgh for the draft. I've heard he believes it will be an absolute circus there, and does not wish to be there. So unfortunately, I'll still keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye out for Nez to see if he's, see his head poking above the crowd. But I am not optimistic. I will get to see him there, unless his plans have changed. 2 QB build incoming. Maybe. I don't mind taking a really late quarterback with this, but we'll see. I'd also, again, not to jump ahead, if Mahomes came to me at 94, I think I'd have a real decision if I wanted to take him with Rice. So we will see. Quid pro quo, good luck driving around the Berg. If you've never been, it's a real treat. And GM, hey, GM to you, quid pro quo. I'm staying in Mount Washington and don't plan on driving into the city, so I'm hoping to avoid that. I have been to Pittsburgh before, but haven't really driven around much. Like the few times I've gone, I've just like parked in a hotel downtown, so I just had to like get in and out and not navigate the city. Nez is smart. They warned everyone, do not drive. I will not be driving. I will be avoiding that. Because yeah, that doesn't sound good. I know Pittsburgh is a very cool city, like the layout of it. So I'm pretty excited. Good, hot start, land the plane. Let's go. We're gonna try. I also feel like I really like this start. Like this is pretty fun. So of course it's in the UDFA too. But what are you gonna do? We could end up with Mahomes coming back if Thurmond and Michael Wave don't take him, because where's the Ken Walker drafter? Where did Ken Walker? Yeah, he went all the way over here, so we didn't get that pairing. Be curious if he came to us. It might be hard to pass. Dowdle again, if we're talking about Pittsburgh. So let me queue up a few guys. I think this is my preferred order: Mahomes, Dowdle, Dobbins. The kick has it like that, although it does have Dowdle ahead of Mahomes, which probably makes sense. We only have one running back so far, but again, you know what? We're gonna try some stuff. We are gonna try some stuff. W for Omega, sup brothers? Hey, good morning to you, W for Omega. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your morning. We're seeing if we're gonna go triple elite QB. The machine wants us to do it. Oh, Dan the Cannon, you stink, Dan. All right, we'll take J.K. Dobbins here. What did Dan the Cannon have? He has nothing to do with the Chiefs, but he read somewhere you need, quarterbacks, so he took Mahomes from us. Gibbs at 3 is a smash. Yeah, we I don't know if we took like super advantage of it, right? Because we took Rice and Allen, who are I think slightly ahead of ADP on both, so we didn't get a unique pairing. But I'm happy to get a Gibbs team there. I am underweight on him because I didn't get a lot of two hole. It's never the 3 QB3 here. Well, I got bailed out, Willie. The machine would have had me do it though. W for Omega, 54 slows, spooled up. Everything feels right. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's a lot of slow drafts. That is a lot. I don't do Manungai. I think I actually agree with the machine here about Reed. I don't think we've really fully priced in the departure of Wicks and Dobbs at this point. They're saying they want to make Matthew Golden more involved. Matthew Golden is not good. Matthew Golden is not very good. I will take some Golden, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't get a lot of him pre-draft. I might get more post-draft, especially if they really don't add anyone. But I don't know. I would rather take Reed there. Where's Golden go? 118. Golden actually might wrap to us here. I think we line up. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. We wouldn't get, in that case, Love. Love's going to go somewhere over here in all likelihood, especially with a bunch of players or 2 players with no quarterbacks. I'd be surprised if somehow Love did get to us 10 picks past ADP, but you never know. You never know. GM2 Skeletor, hey, I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Appreciate you so much coming in, hanging out. By the way, everyone, if you can, drop a like, drop a sub. I actually meant to put this on the subscriber chat and failed, so we gotta change that setting real quick. But yeah, appreciate all of you this morning. The likes and subs help so much as we grow the channel. And consider joining, because the members only streams have started up. We've had a couple. We did one bigger board. We've done a UDFA where we drafted only cats, horses, and birds. We'll do better themes. We'll do better themes, but try to give ourselves kind of an artificial limitation that didn't completely, get the integrity police called. But that was kind of fun, just seeing what we could do. I don't think the team came out too terribly also. So we'll make sure those keep on rolling, but y'all truly are the best, and thank you again for hanging out. And again, Toxic Tower members only tonight. So if you're a member there, I will be on. Not even the kick wanted Monungai. No, I don't know. I have this weird feeling the Bears might add somebody and Monungai turns into remember a Monungai. Wide receiver 1, Jaden Reed. Yeah, Reed's weird because I think people truly in the know in Green Bay, some of them have some, stylistic fit concerns. But again, I think he's going to be annoying because he's not going to play like as many snaps as we want him to, but he has shown like some hyper efficiency, and I think he's more talented than is Golden at this stage. So we'll see. Downs goes. I would have considered Downs to pair with Pierce and then try to look at getting Danny Dimes later. Speaking of Matthew Golden, here he is. The sidekick doesn't want it. Sidekick wants me to take Baker. I don't know if I agree with that. I'd rather just take C-Rod. I'd rather take C-Rod here. The kick prefers Aaron Jones and Rachaad White significantly to him, but I don't like Rachaad White. And I think if Love is there, I can't imagine Washington passing on him, so we'll have to see. All right, so there goes Baker. Again, I'm not going to panic about another quarterback. Malik Willis is fun. That's fine. But I think for me, I'd rather take one of Shakir or Kincaid on this team. Or I guess, I could just take Matthew Golden and lock up that in Green Bay. We'll see. We'll see what Polo Fresh does here. Reed, a smash at current price. Yeah, I think he's a really good price now. The sidekick agrees. He was up at the top of the queue on the sidekick. Golden goes, so we would have taken Golden. I didn't want to lose out on C-Rod. Now, no, let's do Shakir. We have Loveland, so Kincaid we can pass on. Shakir, of course, has dropped a bit with A, more coming in, and B, the off-season surgery. But assuming Shakir's okay, it's kind of nice getting an Allen double stack. We got a 2-3-5-1. Allen and Caleb, Jahmyr Gibbs, J.K. Dobbins, and Chris Rodriguez, Rashee Rice, DJ Moore, Alec Pierce, Jaden Reed, Khalil Shakir, and Colston Loveland. So there we go. Cannot wait for the Packers family night wide receiver rotate. Oh, yes, and a tradition like no other. A tradition like no other. You're right. Greg says they say that every year and can't get rid of him because he's better. Yeah, exactly. Get your name in. I'm in the Dolphins rotation. We thought there was a chance Wicks had come to the Dolphins. What time do we think this fills? I think it fills today, like in the evening. No, Crazy Cart's not Top Click Thursday. Can't do it. Jewish McCaffrey. Oh my gosh. Jewish McCaffrey, our newest member. Thank you so much, JMC. Appreciate you. JMC, famous in the best ball streets, especially in the era of the sprint. I don't think the sprint would have gotten nearly as much fill were it not for its greatest champion, JMC. But hey, appreciate you so much. It means a lot that you'd swing by and join the channel. So thank you. Let me get your candle going. Let me get that going. All right. Hey, Jewish McCaffrey. GM, how can I upgrade that microphone? It's sad, right? I really got to do something. I really got to do something about that. All right, Jewish McCaffrey. I'm writing you down here. Jewish McCaffrey. Now we got to write it out. We don't just write JMC here. You get your full name on this channel. Jewish McCaffrey. And it is the 16th of April, 4/16/26. Yeah, but you know, it's an essential thing. Here, let me put the board up though, so people can see what's going on. It is absolutely essential that we upgrade this microphone as soon as possible. So JMC, appreciate you. You got your candle going. And most importantly of all, candle cam is failing today. There we go. So Jewish McCaffrey again, thank you so much for joining. Go AZ Cards, I did. I went super chalky, and I went with Scotty Scheffler. It actually wasn't super chalky. He was the 4th highest owned in the Pat Mayo contest. So it wasn't as chalky as it could have been, because he definitely has better history at like Memorial, and people are going to save him for majors. So he came in at like 9-ish% owned. I think we just take Daniel Jones here. Sweetleaf has no quarterbacks, and yeah, the sidekick agrees. Let's just take Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, our third QB. Did we have to panic in getting third QB? I don't think we panicked. We've now stacked up Moore, Rice, Reed, Loveland. That's pretty nice to me. That's pretty nice. Morning, Cha. Hey, Slayden, morning to you. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. That would be exciting, JMC. I gotta qualify for the tout competition first. So I gotta make sure. I don't know. I think this week I'm gonna do a second video with maybe a better truth serum take. Got to make sure we're buttoned up for this. The sidekick really wants one of these random tight ends. I don't want a random tight end. I'm going to take Keaton Mitchell. I'm with Davis on this. Keaton Mitchell was a lot of fun. He was taking it from on all fire from all sides on chip chasing about Keaton Mitchell. I'm in. I think they're going to try to make him their A chain, or at the very least, we'll get like 6 really exciting carries a game, and it won't work out, but it should at least be fun. But yeah, JMC, we're gonna try for it. At least, you know, it'd be fun to be a part of it. Purple Yosh, GM2A, appreciate you so much, Purple Yosh. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Likewise, RM Covers, always appreciate you. I went Mav. Mav's a good shout. I don't think Mav came in with a heck of a lot of ownership, so that's pretty good. All right, let's see. Of course, the RBC Heritage did tee off. Joe Highsmith is leading. I don't think a lot of the high-end players have teed off quite yet, but the RBC Heritage is off and running. Does that mean Hampton is too hot? I don't love Hampton's price, Go AZ Cards. I don't know. I just don't feel like Hampton's that amazing. That said, they had so many injuries on their offensive line. He probably... I mean, it's nitpicking because I would rather him be like in the back half of the first round. I have trouble taking him over like Derrick Henry. I think that's the specific name that troubles me, taking Hampton over Henry. I'm fine taking him over Brown and these other guys, but I also kind of prefer some of these elite receivers to him. I'm curious as to what the ultimate rollout is. I don't really love Vidal, but I do think there's potentially room for another running back to get a fair amount of work. So the volume might not be there as much as we hope, but he probably will get the red zone touches on an offense we're all very excited about. So I think it's fine. I guess I just wish he was a little cheaper. I take Keaton Mitchell quite a bit, but he feels like the classic. Are we sure he's the 2? Yeah, that's. I differ from Davis, where I think he thinks Keaton Mitchell would have like a lot of contingent value and be the 2. I don't think I'm there. I think I'm with the other guys that it would be more of a he'd kind of retain his role, and someone like Vidal, or if they draft somebody, would absorb that, and he'd stay in like a lower volume range. So I don't know. But if he is, then he's a huge match at 153. If he has that standalone plus contingent value, I'm a little worried there's not a lot of as much contingent value as we hope, but we'll see. 1,004. Let me start over. 1,140 shares of the Mitchell. That is a lot. That is a lot of Keaton Mitchell quid pro quo. I love the stand. That is so aggressive. You all know who I'm taking with the next pick if he's there. See if Dan the Cannon lets me get my guy. Oh, it's Emmett Johnson's season. We can't be a week from the draft and not just aping into more Emmett Johnson. So we're up to a 3-5-5-1, so we can pretty much take anything here, save for quarterback. I can try to get the board back up for people. We did see James Conner and Emmanuel Wilson go ahead of us. Jalen Naylor continues to rise up. So Ben Friedman, first of all, good morning to you. Mitchell is fun, but consider more of a change of pace than the 2 if Hampton goes down. Vidal. This is sadly what my kind of belief on that matter. That is where I'm at. But I actually, Davis, presented some compelling arguments to the contrary. I still like Mitchell, even if I agree with this. Wait, where does Hampton go? He goes at isn't his ADP is 15, I think. Let me see. Who took Hampton? Is it this guy? No, he took Love. Hampton went to K-Spice. We're on the clock. Hampton is 16.5. So I guess that was one pick aggressive there. Let me take who do we want? Tesla, AD Mitchell. I'll take a Tesla share here, sure. All right, we got Gibbs, so let's build a little more of the lines there. Are you saying that's high, Purple Yosh? I'm with you. I think it's rich. It's a little, but then again, it's like a little nitpicky. Like, I don't want to end up with none of him because that seems like a bad fade. But I don't love clicking him. Greg says he isn't the 2. He's a change of pace option on what should be a top 3. Yeah, and I think that's warrants his price tag at 147. Henry being the same price on Underdog and DK is just silly. Every time I fade Henry on DK with that logic, I look and he has like 33 fantasy points anyway. But yeah, I don't know. DK feels like it's a little more boomer. 74%. What are you at this year, quid pro quo? He's more expensive, so that's probably harder. Hey, Brian the Goober. Can't stay long. Just wanted to pop in, like the video, and say hi. Hey, appreciate you so much, Brian. We're getting closer and closer to trying to qualify for the Dog Bowl, so can't wait to be back in those streets with you, and hopefully have you and or Mr. Gumby on, because that would be, I would love to do that. Thoughts on DJ Moore? I like him in Buffalo and his ADP. I've capitulated. I've decided I want to be at market, go AZ cards. That's where I'm at. I don't really like it, but I'm going to feel like an idiot if I'm like Josh Allen is a smash, but somehow DJ Moore is like a really bad pick or doesn't have a few spike week games, which could easily come in the playoffs. Like, what am I doing? I got to take some. JMC asked what I think is the biggest structural edge now based on current ADPs. That's an interesting question. Because at the beginning of this contest, I think pushing wide receiver to the end was very viable because you had like Omar Cooper was dirt cheap, Calvin Ridley was free. And even if you don't like love those specific names, they've all come up quite a bit. Some of the other wide receivers have gotten a lot more expensive. You know, Christian Kirk was free, Dontavian Wicks, like I guess he's more of a late name, but even guys like Brazel and Bernard, you could have gotten in rounds not 18 and or 18, 19, 20 every time. Now you got to take them in 16 and 17, which from a draft capital perspective doesn't matter, but you can't just literally push it to the end. So I'm trying to think what I think is now the edge. I still think the late tight ends are too cheap, JMC. I feel like you can still start a team with like Cade Otton and 2 more of these tight ends who are going to be playing a lot. Your, Firemouths, I think Greg Dulcich is a great click. I don't know, that's gotten harder, now that I look at it. I'm not in love with the really late rookie options. So I think the market's gotten a lot more efficient. I'd have to think about, what kind of builds I'm really into. Like, yeah, Jeremy Bernard at pick 188. Like you should just be able to click him and pick in round 20. You could be taking some of these other guys here. I'll grab Bigsby. That seems good. What the heck? Okay. Brought up the ad. Who says it's usually harder to get late running back on DK. Yeah. I mean, it's hard here. I like Singleton. I think he's a pretty nice click this late, based on how good he was. And if he didn't hurt his foot, we're probably taking him 40 picks before. Inverse Martingale, 37. Mostly 190 plus. Yeah. It's pretty nice. Yeah, not bad at all. I think I'm taking Singleton if he's there. Jordan James, he's risen up quite a bit. But let me grab Singleton. That seems like fun. So there we go. We're up to a 3-7-6-1. Allen, Caleb, Danny Dimes, Gibbs, Dobbins, C-Rod, Keaton Mitchell, Emmett Johnson, Tank Bigsby, Nick Singleton. So pretty much a true anchor running back there with Gibbs, but I liked all the names we got. Rashee Rice, DJ Moore, Alec Pierce, Jaden Reed, Khalil Shakir, Tesla, and then Colston Loveland holding it down in the tight end room. I like this team. No, you don't fade it. I think the Chargers will be good, but it's surprising. Yeah, we're talking about Hampton. I'm with you. It's a little bit of sticker shock. Arm covers, I think pushing wide receiver is good, mostly hero wide receiver. Yeah, there's some names that we still like guys like Ted Hurst are super free. Still, Antonio Williams is free. I still see Malachi Fields getting mocked in the 3rd round sometimes. If you believe that, I don't know. He had such a lousy combine, but his tape was pretty good. Dontavian Wicks at pick 197. Maybe that's who I should have clicked over Singleton. I do really like the Wicks stuff. I mean, if he really is wide receiver 2 in Philly when the dust settles, like, wow, pick 17th round is going to be a huge smash. I'm doing it the opposite. I think if Allen is good, DJ is dominant. Allen shouldn't be 2 rounds ahead of every other QB, so my Allen bets are through. DJ. Yeah, Allen's just so weird because you could also stack him through Kincaid or Shakir back there if you want, or just leave him unstacked. I personally do feel like the ceiling on him is higher than the other guys. But I do get the argument that, like, why are we taking Allen 2 rounds ahead of, like, Daniels and Lamar Jackson, who have basically the same ceiling? It's just weird. I don't know. I weirdly feel like if the chips are down and I can only have one quarterback, it's like it's Allen and it's not close. And maybe that's wrong, but that's just like the feeling I get when I think of Josh Allen in fantasy, or those just 45-point games where he just wins you a week. All right, we got Bird Enthusiast Dan the Cannon picking ahead of us. What do we want to do? We need a couple tight ends. I think I'll take my favorite, which is Greg Dulcich. I don't really want to lose out on that. There's enough of these late receivers where I could be okay with whichever I get. I like Vele. I like Hurst. It looks like I missed out on Antonio. No, Antonio Williams is still here. So we should be able to get at least one we like. Oh, Dawson Knox. Yeah, I hope he's not the answer. I hope he's not the answer. DJ Moore too cheap. He will have 250 fantasy points. Oof. I'm very light on him because I didn't come around till too late. So be honest, I kinda hope not. Kinda hope not. You know what? I'm gonna take Parkinson of these guys, and we'll just find some really late wide receiver to end the team with. Pull the board up for folks here. You know what? I'm gonna hop into another because I kind of got a hard out at 9:50, so I'm joining now, waiting for 7. And so if you want to get on in, I'd love to review everyone's team, but again, if I do it, I think we're not gonna make it, and I might have to cut the stream before the second draft is over. I'm just gonna let you all know now. I didn't realize how late it was. But sorry. Why is B-Rob so low? I get him every draft. Feels like he should be going guys with C-Rod. I love B-Rob. I honestly think that's anchoring from ADP when he was like stone free. We are overdue for a starting running back getting hurt and the backup being like the guy who wins the league. And he absolutely is live to be that guy. Oh my gosh, the Toxic Tower, GM, Mr. Wicks. GM Toxic Tower, I had mentioned this earlier. But again, I will be on the members-only stream of the Toxic Tower. So if you don't sub to the Toxic Tower, you should. If you're not a member, you should probably join, because then you can hang out with me and the Tower tonight. But I'm so pumped to be on. It's going to be awesome. GM, smash the like. Agree with you, Game Tight. Smash the like. Smash the like. All these things help. I mean, my goodness. We're Bryce Lance boys these days. Oh my gosh, I do not have Bryce Lance. The other draft starts in 35 seconds, and we're in the 11 hole. So we got a good room there. I see Mooncat, aka Greg, in there. Sladen's in here. Mr. Worth is in there. So it's gonna be a solid room when that gets rocking and rolling. I think we'll make our last picks here before that starts. Hold the board up. Who Ames has been Trey Lance or Bryce Lance since day one. I don't know if I have much Bryce Lance. I might have like one share. Who? My definition of hero wide receiver is 2. Okay, that's fair. Because I mean, that's interesting. I guess for me, I'm still okay starting with 1 and pushing it, but really trying to vary the builds. Quid pro quo. I've done so many 0 wide receivers with early RB thirst, counting on the Mitchell for a couple weeks. Yes. Yeah, we need it. RM Covers is with you there. Do you expect one more UDFA before the draft? Yes. Yes, I do. Toxic Tower. Allen has been the dominant QB for multiple years. It's okay to be priced above like we do. That's true too. We have seen it for so long with him. You are paying a little more for the certainty. All right, what are we doing? I think it's just Antonio Williams. We're 1 pick away in this one. All right, we're going to take Antonio Williams on this team. So for the audio listeners, 3773, Allen, Caleb, Danny Dimes, Gibbs, Dobbins, C-Rod, Keaton Mitchell, Emmett Johnson, Tank Bigsby, Nick Singleton, Rashi Rice, DJ Moore, Alec Pierce, Jaden Reed, Shakir, Tesla, Antonio Williams, and then Loveland, Dolch, and Parkinson. I feel like this team came out pretty good. I feel like it came out pretty good, and I think we missed our pick. But we got CD Lamb at pick 11. That seems good. That seems good. So we're gonna just rocking and rolling into the next draft here. Skeletor, yes, I will be attending the draft. I will be there. Where do we take Josh Allen? The beginning of the 3rd round. All right. Do we do Lamb A-Chain, Lamb Saquon, Lamb Ham? Let's just do Lamb A-Chain. Lamb A-Chain. We're just not going to be scared by the Dolphins being bad. The Dolphins are always bad. Allen scored 374 points with the ghost of Dalton Kincaid, Brandon Cooks, and Keon Coleman. Why are we hung up on Price? Again, it's one of those things where the cost is the cost. Like, do you really want to have no Josh Allen? Probably not. Like, that's where I'm at. I have faded the guy you need in different rounds multiple years. I don't want to do it again. I didn't have any T. Higgins the year that stupid Chase Brown slid, and then T. Higgins scored a touchdown and then nuked in overtime. I don't want to be there. I don't want to have no T. Higgins just because I don't think he's good. Like that fade, those fades work until they don't. I don't want to have no, I was somehow didn't have Pitts. I was drafting Pitts, but I had no surviving Pitts teams when he went bananas in the playoffs. Like just some of these guys who have these nuclear ceilings just don't want to fade. Joel says, I'm glad I'm not the only one taking a ton of Dulcich. Feels gross, but he's way too cheap. Yeah. I think he's way too cheap. I'm with you. Darnell Washington has been my favorite last round punt tight end. I want to like this Go AZ Cards. I really do. I so want to be in on Darnell Washington. He's so much fun to watch. You see him with the ball and you're like, oh, here we go. Like he's going to just be bulldozing over people. I have a hard time envisioning him getting more than 4 receptions in a game, maybe 5. Like it's just feels like a rotational player, but man, he is fun. Allen is 98% of the time a 2 QB for me because of the price, but I understand the price. I could see that more in the 3-round form or in the 18-round format. I still like him with the 3rd QB though, because I want all the chance I have to get him through to the final. And if he has a bad week 16 and all the 2 QB Allen teams are dead, but I can sneak him through because I have, whoever my QB3 was got there. I feel like there could be a way to get like a low owned Allen through to some of these finals teams in worlds like that. Goods, if we considered Brian Robinson is not good. That was why I took none of him. That is why I took none of him until he went to Atlanta. And then I'm like, probably should take some. I mean, they're live to draft somebody and it could get annoying, but we will see. And we got A-Chain Lamb and we're just going to take Kyron. I'm going to be drafting a little quick just because, again, I got 30 minutes, so I don't want to be the cause of trouble. So we got A-Chain, Kyron, Lamb. My preferred tick would have been Devonta there. And you know what? There's always another good running back at this point in the wrap. So let's just take our guy Loveland here. I know we just did Loveland, but he's gonna rarely be on this side of the universe. I think most of the time he's gonna be over on the left. Maybe because Lamb came to 11, Loveland is not gonna be super rare, but maybe some of the later pieces will line up a little better. So we got A-Chain, Kyron, Lamb, and Loveland here. Keep the shirt on tonight. Yeah, I don't know what they have in store for me, Go AZ Cards, but we'll see. We'll see. The tarps, the tarps could come off. You never know. Joel, oh my gosh, I got hopelessly behind in chat. Dear God. 53% Bryce Lance in my portfolio. That is a lot. That is a lot of Bryce Lance. Double anchor RB is fun. Yeah, I'm with you. B-Rob, not much worse than the bad RBs we willingly click in the 130s, 50s. Yeah, I'm with you. And the contingent upside is huge. Way more than me, Joel, but I'm a little even on exposure, says who? Joel, if Tyquan Thornton can be a 2nd-round pick, so can Bryce Lance. That's the thing. It only takes one. It only takes one. And let me quote Pat Kerrane. He said something super wise. He said that fallers mean so much more than risers in the NFL draft, because a player that falls, all 32 teams have passed on that player. And if they fall multiple rounds, they pass multiple times. A guy who gets picked early, it only takes one dumb team to do it. So there's a lot more signal with fallers sometimes than risers. I've always thought that very interesting. And Tyquan Thornton feels like an example. I think Lance is round 3. If Lance is round 3, I wish I had some Bryce Lance who. Quadruple wide receiver anchor. We're reinventing Piss Boys from first principles, quid pro quo. Who aims on Underdog? I'll have some Allen on drafters. I'll be close to a full fade. That's interesting. I'm not sure I see the difference, but I'd have to think about that on why he would be better or worse in season long. Who aims agree that's most likely, but think there's a different chance he goes in the second for Bryce Lance. Bryce Lance balls are out. Drafted Charlie Ben. Come on, man. You don't have to draft Charlie Kolar. You don't have to do that. I think he's a good real life player, but I don't see the fantasy value. When the process started, I was hoping for round 4 Lance like I was with Bryant last year. Looks better than that. I hadn't heard that steam, but you guys seem bullish. You guys know who we're picking here if he's here. We don't even have to pretend like we're not going to take Scatabo. If Scatabo's gone, what do we want to do? I'm like, oh, a running back will definitely be here. We might not get a running back if IT Colin is using the sidekick. Let's see if he is. He's not. All right, we'll take Scat. We will take Scatabo. So we got A-Chain, Kyron, Scatabo, C.D. Lamb, and Colston Loveland. Joel says, I never take 2 QBs before the schedule comes out, having both on the same bye, taking a 0. Yep. I agree with you there. I know it's not as much fun taking Watson over Lemon, but I think Watson is actually their wide receiver 1 and not Matthew Golden. Quid pro quo, timeshare of reduced running back injury, true bell cows will eventually fade. I mean, the death of the bell cow has been foretold for so long, but you as long as the boomer spirit lives, we get the chance of a true bell cow running back. But yeah, I think gone are the days of 42 carries for Ricky Williams and guys like that, and then we wonder why they go completely off the deep end. Whoa, holy jelly, that is a stand. I missed which stand this was referring to. I hope it's Charlie Kolar because I still haven't moved past that mentally. But Joel, I'm with you on the 2 QB thing because the difference between like second and third in BBM on average is like 16 points over an entire season, which is like really one game of not having a QB. Yeah, I think you're right. Having a bye week in 0 is absolutely terrible for your advance rates. No, I know it's a different animal. I just don't know why. I don't know why Allen would be worse in that. That's what I guess what I'm not getting, unless you're saying like the 2v2s of taking the early QB is bad in total points. I think he's live to like outscore all the other QBs by a lot. Ben Freeman, my man, Chad's forgetting all about Julian Hill dropped. What is this Charlie Kolar stuff? Stop it. Stop. Who aims Dane Brugler had in the third along with many others. Yeah, my fear, is that we have a lot of wide receivers we think are going in the second round. And yet in the same token, we're saying how this is like not a great draft class. So it's like, I don't know. I want this to be the case. I want a lot of these guys to go early because it does seem like fun, but yeah. All right, let's see. All right, we're coming up. We are coming up, and we've got A-Chain, Kyron, Scatabo, Lamb, Christian Watson, and Colston Loveland. In the ideal world, we'd get Dak. If IT Colin takes Dak from us, then what do we do? I don't think Jalen Warren would be the answer. All right, we just take Dak here. I don't want to push it. If I don't get Dak with Lamb, I'm going to feel like an idiot. So let's just grab that there. We could potentially take Kraft and double up on Green Bay, although that's a lot of tight end firepower. Maybe I'd prefer Dobbs or Chris Godwin. I think I prefer them over Jordan Addison here. The sidekick's going to want me to take Mahomes, which I have a lot of Mahomes. Let me do Godwin here. And I think that's going to line up if we want Baker. And no, it's going to not line up, is it? 110? No, it lines up perfectly. Okay, so this sets us up to potentially take Baker if we wanted there. So kind of a fun team we got brewing thus far, at least I think. Dak, A-Chain, Kyron, Scatabo, Lamb, Watson, Godwin, and Loveland. So we will leave Mahomes in this one for another drafter. Joel remembers a bunch of people doubling up on Allen and Lamar, then stopping at 2 and then getting killed when they had the same bye week. Yeah, there's definitely been some bye-apocalypse. I remember there was one where even my 3 QB teams, the year week 9 was like horrible. There was one like nutty week 9 and nobody was playing. Ben said it was a third tight end on a Charger staff. I'm gonna laugh, and I'm the only Kolar finals team. Charlie Kolar feels like, I'm with you if we're talking showdown. He feels like a phenomenal showdown click, but gosh, I don't know about best ball, man. It just seems thin, but we'll see. Quid pro quo was smashed for 30 years, sobered long enough to realize the game has changed. Are we we're back on the bell cows. Lamar 2 years ago outscored everyone by 50 and wasn't in any of the top teams, at least in drafter stuff. That's interesting. Who Hames? That's very interesting. I would have thought that that he would have been like a must, but again, maybe maybe you just lost too much sacrificing like an early running back or receiver to take him. If Lamar was Lamar, they would have been up 200 points on the pod. I think he's talking about last year, not this year, Greg. All right, we will take Kyle Pitts if he's there, I think. I really like Kyle Pitts. I don't imagine he's going to be there because this guy needs a tight end, but you never know. Kyle Pitts has been falling. Tony Pollard is intriguing, although I said I'm going to take Kyle Pitts, but wait, somebody took Baker? Why'd you take Baker? Mr. Worth, why did you take Baker? You don't need Baker. Yeah, sure, you have Igbuka. It's fine. All right, I see why you took Baker. I guess that makes sense. I guess it makes sense. All right, in the ideal world, I think we take Tony Pollard here. Kyle Pitts is still there. You know what? I'm going to take Pitts first. King of QC needs a tight end. I kind of sympathetic to having 2 good tight ends. If he doesn't take Pollard, then or if he takes Pollard, I think we take Gainwell here. If somehow we took Pollard and Gainwell, we would have taken Josh Downs too. So let's do that. Let's do that. I could, of course, take Matthew Golden, but again, we whiffed on Love yet again. So let's take Tony Pollard, who has again been falling, I think, for fear that Love goes there. Yeah, Jordan Love went over here at pick 97, double tapped with Reed on the left side of the board. So there that goes. All right, Yeah, too many Lamar conversations at once. The candle flickered out. I have been known to just get absolutely perplexed. But you know whose candle's not flickering out? Our friend Jewish McCaffrey. Burning bright. Again, appreciate you, JMC. But no, the candles here are nothing but the highest of quality. And continue to burn bright. All right, so we got Tony Pollard on to the team. We're going to need another couple quarterbacks. Just looking real quick. Malik Willis probably won't be there at pick 131 because that's well past ADP. We missed on Stafford. We missed on Caleb. We missed on Dart. We missed on Love. We did get Dak stacked. And we missed on Baker. Atlanta's a pain in the rear to stack, and of course we could potentially get Cam Ward. So we don't have a lot of really good stacking options on this team. Stacking kind of got away from us. So we'll see if we have to add Ryan Flournoy to this team, or of course Jake Ferguson is super live to get to us, and we'll have to decide if we want to do that there. But we at least do have Dak on the team. Ferguson would be a third tight end, which would be feel pretty aggressive. but I guess you never know. Sam Darnold goes. Ugh. And we are now in a dark corner of the internet here, trying to figure out what to do at quarterback. I see why at this point it's nice to have two, because then you get a little optionality. We'll see what comes to us. I think I'd take one of these wide receivers. I think Omar Cooper was probably my preferred pick. J-Dubs didn't take McMillan, which is interesting with Baker. I think I'm just taking McMillan, and then I'll take one of these quarterbacks coming back around. I don't have any need to take Stroud there. I don't think that's... I don't want to take unstacked Stroud or tell myself I can backstack him with Higgins. I don't even think Higgins makes it back to you at this point. So I'm going to take Cam Ward. Jake Ferguson is still here, but I am very live to only have one quarterback starting week one if I don't take Cam Ward here by the time 155 comes around. And I guess like someone like Geno or Brissett might be there. But again, I don't really want unstacked Geno/Brissett. Skeletor saying, get ready to learn Deshaun Watson, buddy. I don't know what would have to happen for me to take Deshaun Watson. That would be a really, really difficult place for me to get to. I am not about Deshaun Watson. So I hope I never have to be that desperate. I will say that. I certainly hope I am never in a position where that's what I need to be doing. All right, let's check in on friends and family. Greg, Bijan, AJ Brown. So took Bijan as an anchor because I don't see any green until pick 11 or round 11. Bijan, AJ Brown, Josh Allen, DJ Moore, Montgomery, Tyson, Herbert. Herbert unstacked in this one. Reed and Love stacked together, and then Downs and C-Rod. Like the team here from Mooncat. Not too bad when you do anchor RB. I like Monty and C-Rod as shoring that up. Sladen 1551. Taylor, McBride, Pickens, Henderson, and then Tate, MHJ, Sutton, and Nix. A nice little Sutton-Nix stack. Manungai, Higgins. Oh, yeah, gosh, Higgins goes so early. Dear God. Higgins at 116, Jones, and Tracy. So he was one pick away from getting Stroud. I suspect he probably would have taken Stroud there to pair with Higgins, but he doesn't get him. Mr. Dubs, taking all my guys. Jefferson, Hampton, Etienne, Egbuka, Tootin, Lemon, Wilson, Kraft, and then Baker, Kyler as his next two picks. Kyler with Wilson, and then Big Mike Washington and Sadiq. So not too bad. Goods doesn't mind Deshaun Watson. I can't do it, man. I think he was... the wheels were coming off of Deshaun Watson, and then he hasn't played football in years. I just can't get there. I just can't get... And maybe I should. Maybe with the literal big board champion taking a guy, just being like, no. Yeah. I'm just having a really hard time getting there. How 3 QB panicky am I? I'm pretty panicky. Let's take Mendoza. And then see what we get from King of QC. I think my preferred pick would be Ridley to pair with Ward, because then we have something. If they don't take Love, Ward, Pollard, and Ridley does feel like it is alive to be kind of fun. If Ridley's gone, we'll take Naylor to pair with Mendoza. Naylor continues to rise up, but I think that probably makes the most sense. But we don't have to take Naylor. Let's grab Ridley. He's unlikely to be there when we get back. So we'll take Calvin Ridley on the team, and we're up to a 3-4-5-2. So not too bad. Game tight, I don't take it. I don't do any dance contests. I don't follow enough NBA to know what I'm doing. And yeah, I don't I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I don't know enough ball to do it. I also, my vibesy take is, I think Well, maybe that would just make the good teams too good. I don't like the fact that your team, if you stack a team that sweeps, it's worse than a team that goes to a 7-game series. Like the 7-game series, they get to play 7 games and your team gets to play 4. So that's bad. I think they should have like a games not played bonus. Like your players in that contest who don't play a game should get points. Your team should be rewarded for sweeping, but that would change everything. And I'm sure there's reasons they don't. And I'm sure people that play the dance are like, Chad, you're an idiot. That wouldn't work. But just conceptually, I think if you have a team that's a steamroller and sweeps everything in 4-game series, they shouldn't score less than teams that get extended out. Joel says, I've double tapped 2 Appendixes, QBs 3 and 4. Atlanta stacks, don't love it. Yeah, you can. I don't think that's bad, Joel, in a 20-round draft. I think you can do that. It's not my favorite thing to do either. I would rather try to figure out who's playing later in the season, with the idea that if someone's playing well enough early in the season to be hitting your lineup, they probably gonna play the whole year. They're not going to bench either one if they're winning. And if they have to bench him, then that player probably stunk and wasn't hitting your lineup. But it's also really hard to figure out who it is. So I don't know. And so many of these late picks are zeros anyway. It's kind of interesting. I wouldn't waste a 20-round pick on Watson. He can't even learn himself. Yeah, I really struggle to get there with him. Brian Robinson would be a sprint to the podium pick if he's there. If he's gone, we could take Tajay. I think that's a little weird. Don't really do that too often. I'd probably rather just take Bigsby again. There's some decent receivers. Christian Kirk. Yeah, we're just going to take Brian Robinson. Podium pick there. Good says, if the dance is just game theory, you don't need to know ball. That's fair. Hold on, we're coming back up. Do we want Kirk? Yeah, let's take Christian Kirk on this team. He seems pretty fun. Yeah, Goods, that's my understanding too. I was listening to the Badge Bros and they were basically saying like, you pretty much shouldn't be taking Celtics at this point because there's Celtics super teams that you can't get now. And I'm paraphrasing. Please watch the Badge Bros if you actually want to learn any of this. But yeah, I agree. You're not cooked if the Celtics are like bad or whatever teams you can't super team anymore. You're just going to get different combos and you have to hope they work. But in all likelihood, you're probably pretty well behind. Steve, you're putting me in a locker against my will. I'll have to check in on that. Slade says, since I just auto Debo, people smarter than me like Debo, so I take a little of him, but I'm kind of out on him. I was like a Debo apologist. I was like, no, he just had pneumonia. You know, that is hard to come back from. You know, it's no joke if you really had like lung problems and then you're trying to play football at like the highest level in the world. But now I think he's just fat. Like the fat Debo stuff, I was like, oh, it's just a meme. And then he just looks like a snail out there. He's another year older. We don't even know where he's going to be. I think the Debo dream is dead. He was definitely buoyed by some just insane touchdown like metrics. I don't hate it. I don't hate it because we've seen it with him, those mega spikes, but I feel like those days are behind him. Game Tight said, yeah, difficult contest to draft in advance sweeping good teams, but fun to have a sweat. Oh, for sure. For sure. And playoff basketball is really fun. I wish they cared half that much in the regular season. Good for O'Cole, you're such a perfect fit last year and it fell apart. Debo. I'm assuming you mean he was like your highest owned wide receiver. Yeah. Last year I took a bunch of him thinking it was like, couldn't have been a much better setup, and it did not work. Debo's game was never going to age well, and here we are. Yep. Yeah. And he didn't want to be used out of the backfield, like as a running back. at the end of his time in San Francisco, and I just don't. I don't think he wants to. I don't think he wants to deal with this stuff anymore. All right, we're coming up. We are coming up. I like Brazel. I like Bernard. Flournoy does make sense on a DAC team. I will say that. I will say it. So Jeremy Bernard's gone. I like Jeremy Bernard a lot, but let's take Ryan Flournoy. I don't take tons of him, but I do think he makes a modicum of sense on this particular iteration. Gosh, running back is so gross. What do we got? Do we need another A-Chain, Kyron, Scatabo, Pollard, Brian Robinson? We might not even need another running back. Let's take Cade Otton here. We do have a lot of Tampa stuff minus the quarterback. We got Godwin, McMillan, and now Otton. So we do have a fair bet on Tampa. 5 running backs, A-Chain, Kyron, Scat, Pollard, Brian Robinson. Again, I think the sidekick may not ask me to take another running back, and I think I kind of agreed with it there. Maybe something late will come up that we want, but I'm okay without it. Al Boogie, GM to you, Al Boogie. Appreciate you so much coming in, hanging out. Appreciate all of you. This was a super fun stream. Sorry I got to hop pretty much as soon as this is wrapped, but this was a really nice one. I hope there's a UDFA tomorrow. If not, I've got some little boards ready in the hopper, and hopefully we don't have to sit for eons waiting for it to fill. But again, it's great. If you can, drop a like, drop a sub. These things all help. These things all help a ton. And of course, if you're a Toxic Tower member, I will see you tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, which I am also very, very excited to be a part of. Aaron Rodgers goes. Michael Penix goes in this one. So let's see who's really in trouble in QB. DMO zone. All he has is Tyler Shuck. This poor man or woman, I guess, but DMO zone does feel like a more masculine name. He doesn't take a quarterback there. I guess he knows Mooncat doesn't need another. Well, what is he going to do? Is he really going to just end this with Chuck? Is he going to take Kirk Cousins? Ty Simpson is there. I like Ty Simpson. I think he's a great click. I think he will be a first-round pick. Mooncat taking Max Clare. There you go. So Demo does take Kirk Cousins. He says, let me get a quarterback for at least a couple weeks. Boogie Chad, let me know. I got 3 LBs. They are impossible to fill. They are like streamers only who have large followings, which I'm not considering myself in that. I'm saying like you need like Sam Sherman asking for little boards, which I saw him doing, because they are very, very hard to fill right now, unless you really go out of your way. I don't have any Deshaun Stribling. He has been percolating up the sidekick. I will say that they have become more into that. Kind of interesting. I like Dulcich, but I think with Loveland, Pitts, and Otten, that's getting a little sharp jumpy there. Yeah. I can't really talk myself into any of these running backs at this point. Our wide receiver room, we did Lamb, and then we didn't take someone till Watson, so we're going to be a little lighter. I guess let's just take Vele here. I like Vele quite a bit, and maybe we will do nine receivers. See what King of QC does. He takes Hollywood Brown, and let's see. I'd like Antonio Williams. If Antonio Williams goes, I would just take Ollie Gordon and take both Dolphin running backs. All right, Antonio Williams, welcome to the crew. Everyone, this was a ton of fun. We got a 3-5-9-3. Dak, Ward, and Mendoza. A-Chain, Kyron, Scatabo, Pollard, Brian Robinson, C.D. Lamb, Christian Watson, Chris Godwin, Jalen McMillan, Ridley, Kirk, Flournoy, Vele, and Antonio Williams. And then Loveland, Pitts, and Otten. I feel like we drafted two good teams today. I really do. I like the way these ended up. So, maybe it just took getting to the UDFA 2 to hit our stride. Scribbling blows. I couldn't tell you too much about Scribbling, but I do know I've seen his name more, and maybe a teensy bit of buzz on Twitter. But again, y'all truly are the best. Thank you so much for coming in. If you can, drop a like, drop a sub on your way out, and leave a comment. The comments help a ton. But for some of you, I'll see you tonight at 8 on the Toxic Tower. For the rest of you, I'll see you tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. And I think we could probably rep a few more drafts than this. So hopefully there's a UDFA 3. All right, I'll see y'all. Take care.